Hello everyone, welcome back for another Star Trek, the official Starships collection review. I am privileged now to show you issue number 108, the Cheyenne class, another one of the Wolf 359 kit bash ships from the Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2. And as you can see, I have a model and a magazine here, so I'll put the model aside for a moment and let's talk about the goodness that is inside. So right off the bat, as usual, you will notice the nice imagery of the ship on the cover, as well as some basic information there. It is Cheyenne class in the 24th century, 362 meters long, which is slightly smaller than the Enterprise D, and it has a maximum speed of warp 9.6. Turn the page, have the usual layout and specification. It is considered a light cruiser, USS Owanhe NCC 71620. Again, in the 24th century, 362 meters long, a crew of 320, can go as fast as warp 9.6, has phaser emitters and photon torpedoes for weaponry. Turn the page there, you have a nice aft view of the ship there, as well as text. And interestingly enough, this is the tachyon detection grid from the, I think, Redemption Part 1 and 2. And oddly enough, the Cheyenne was in that battle group, and apparently it survived the Battle of Wolf 359, and Starfleet salvaged the ship and repaired it and put it back into service. And by the time of Redemption, it was part of this tachyon detection grid. So yeah, and there's more about that in text. And there's the centerfold page showing you where the various components are, etc. And here's a section which I found to be particularly interesting. This is like a Battle of Wolf 359 fleet listings. Basically, this little chapter in the magazine talks about all the various ships that were mentioned, seen in some capacity, or referenced as having been destroyed in the Battle of Wolf 359. Some of these ships we already have in the collection. The Kyushu, which we got several months ago, and of course the Melbourne was seen in Emissary. Another version of the Melbourne, which I think we may or may not get in the collection. The Owanhe, which I'm looking at now, the Yamaguchi, etc., etc., etc. And I believe we'll also be getting this ship in the collection as well. And there's the Saratoga, which we also got months ago. And the Chekhov, which I think we're getting next month. And here's a section on the visual effects of the Next Generation. There's a picture with the crew, with the great bird himself, Gene Roddenberry. And more on that. And you can see they took the image from Star Trek 3, recomposited it, and turned it into a star base in 1100100001. And the on-screen appearance page. It's appeared in the Best of Both Worlds Part 2 in the graveyard scene, and was never seen, or I believe referenced again, after Redemption. So yeah, that is the magazine for the USS Owanhe. And as you can see, there's a nice image of the back of the ship there, or of the ship on the back of the magazine. So yeah, that is the magazine. Pretty nice one this time around. So now let's get on to the model itself. Alright, as you can see, looks pretty cool in the box here. Pretty big. And so let me get it out. Alright, and my initial impression is this is pretty cool. The second or third Wolf 359 ship we have. The first, I believe, being the Saratoga, followed by the Kyushu, and now we have the Owanhe, and I believe next month we're getting another one, or I'm getting another one, the Chekhov, and it's pretty awesome. Super stoked about this. The saucer section is mostly metal, the nacelles and the struts are all plastic. You can tell this is clearly a kit-bashed model. That is the original production model anyway. You've got a Galaxy class saucer section here with what looks like Galaxy class neck. The only thing that's missing is the secondary hull. And I guess the nacelles were specifically designed for this class of ship, and as far as I know, we'll never see it ever again. And it looks like there are 2 shuttle bays here, so that's nice. So in a way, you kind of get 2 necks, which is kind of odd. But I like this design. There's no deflector dish that I can see unless it's hidden somewhere. You can see the Starfleet registry, USS Oahe, NCC 73620, and then on the bottom, the registry number is there. The registry is also seen on the nacelles as well as the USS Oahe, and it's also the same on this side. Overall, it's a really nice model. Definitely worth picking up, especially if you love the best of both worlds. This is an awesome, awesome model, and I'm so glad that we're getting it in the collection, that we've got it in the collection. Especially now that I think we're starting to run out of Starfleet ship classes to get in this collection. At 108 or 9 issues in, you know, so, I mean, we've got just about everything. There are a few things missing, but for the most part, we have everything almost. But this is a badass model. I would definitely pick it up to add to our ever-growing Wolf 359 fleet. And as I said, this is the only ship out of the Enterprise D, aside from the Enterprise D, that survived the battle. And so yeah, and of course, it comes with a stand, and it kind of opens up, and this plastic goes in place like this, and the Oahe locks into place like that, which I think is a very nice way, and it works very, very nicely. So yeah, that, my friends, is the USS Oahe. And next up, I look forward to sharing with you the issue 109, the Borg Queen's Diamond ship. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comments below. And if you could please do me a great favor and hit subscribe, that would be awesome. Share links around to your friends, family. That'd be most appreciated, of course. So thank you so much for watching, and live long and prosper.